Judging by this relative who approached us and was initiated into the cruel sacraments, there is nothing demonic in other invitations to the holiday either. And so we penetrate into the inaccessible and painful for us world of pleasures tasted by it and unknown to us, as into a gap suddenly opened before us, and now we already imagine, we possess, we partake, we almost ourselves create one of the moments that make up this fun, a moment no less real than all the others, perhaps even the most important for us, because our beloved is especially connected with him. This is the very moment when she will be told that we are down there. And, of course, the subsequent moments of the festivity, in essence, should not be so different from this, cannot be more wonderful than this, and cannot cause us such spiritual pain, since a well-meaning friend announced, yes, she will gladly come down to you. It will be much more pleasant for her to talk to you than to be bored upstairs. Alas! Swann knew from experience that the good intentions of a third person have no power over a woman who is irritated that a man she does not love follows her even at a ball. A friend often comes down to us alone. Mother did not come and, not sparing my vanity, interested in the fact that the fiction about the search, the result of which she supposedly asked me to tell her, was not exposed, she ordered Françoise to tell me. There will be no answer, words that later so often did porters in luxury hotels or lackeys in gambling houses say to poor girls in my presence. How? Did he say nothing? They asked in astonishment. Cannot be. After all, you gave him my letter. Okay, I'll wait. And, like one of these girls, who invariably assures the doorman that she does not need the extra gas jet that he wants to light for her, she remains to wait and hears only how the doorman and the messenger talk from time to time about the weather and, like the doorman, suddenly noticing that the time indicated by one of the guests has come, he tells the messenger to put the drink in a bucket of ice. I, rejecting Françoise's offer to make me a tincture and stay with me, sent her to the pantry, and I myself lay down and closed my eyes, trying not to listen to the voices of my relatives drinking coffee in the garden. But after a few seconds, I felt that, having written a note to my mother, I, at the risk of angering her, got so close to her that I seemed to feel the moment of her appearance and thereby deprive myself of the opportunity to fall asleep without seeing her, and my heart with every moment I beat more and more painfully, because, persuading myself to calm down and submit to my bitter fate, I only increased my excitement. Suddenly, the anguish passed and was replaced by bliss. As if a strong painkiller began to work, I decided not to even try to fall asleep without seeing my mother, and by all means kiss her when she goes up to her bedroom, even if it is for a long time. After that she got angry with me. The end of torment, expectation, thirst and fear of danger. All this filled my soul with extraordinary delight. I silently opened the window and sat down at the foot of the bed, so as not to be heard below. I sat almost motionless. Outside the window, all the objects also seemed to freeze in tense silence, afraid to disturb the moonlight, and the light, stretching its shadow in front of each object, more dense and definite than the object itself, doubled it and moved it away, and the whole view as a whole became thinner and unfolded at the same time as a folded drawing is unfolded. What felt the need for movement, for example, chestnut leaves, then moved. But all her trembling, carefully polished, with the observance of the slightest shades, brought to the highest possible degree of perfection, did not splash to the surroundings, did not merge with it, remained isolated,